Hello, class. For those of you that do not know me, my name is Justin Padawan, and today I will be talking about the Zika virus. So before we get into anything very science, let's talk about some historical background. The Zika virus was first discovered in 1947, specifically in the Zika forest in monkeys. Now, for those of you that do not know, the Zika forest is located in Uganda. Here's a Google image. I dropped a pin right in the middle, just because. Here's an image of the Zika forest. These monkeys showed symptoms of a high fever, and it was, its relevance today. So as we can see, these shaded purple regions are places where the virus has spread. Its first major outbreak included Brazil, which spread to South America, to Central America. Now, today, it's pretty much all over the world. We see it primarily in South America, Central America, Asia, North America, and the Pacific Islands. It's been so bad that the World Health Organization on February 1st, 2016 declared the Zika virus a public health emergency of international concern. So why exactly is the Zika virus an emergency? Why is it an international concern? I guess we'll learn about it now. So the causative agent for the Zika virus is the Zika virus. Its abbreviation is ZIKV, according to many research papers. Its genus is the flavivirus. It's group 4 positive single-stranded RNA. It's enveloped, as we can see in this image here in the bottom right, the blue shading labeled envelope. It has an icosahedral shape. You can't really see it in this image right here, but it is. In this image, we can also see its capsid highlighted in green and the RNA genome in the middle. So its major modes of transmission include direct contact and vector-borne transmission. Now, although its primary mode of transmission is vector-borne via the mosquito, especially the Aedes species of mosquito, it is known to have modes of transmission via body fluids. Now, these body fluids include blood, semen, saliva. The saliva is very up in the air right now, but it is a bodily fluid. Here on the right, we can see an image of a mosquito and the way infected blood travels into the mosquito. The virus can replicate in the midgut of the mosquito, making it a reservoir. And this mosquito can infect other hosts, including humans. So its routes include placental and parenteral. Parenteral, means sharp things, anything like a needle. And placental means from mother to child through the placenta. Its reservoirs include humans, primates, and mosquitoes. At the beginning, we talked about how the first case, it was first discovered in primates. Yep. So the pathogenesis of the Zika virus is widely unknown. It's still being studied today. Some articles that I read included the virus targeting monocytes, which are immune cells. These monocytes can enter various parts of the body, which is how the virus possibly enters parts of the body. Other theories hypotheses include gathering in the lymph nodes and entering the bloodstream. But again, it is very widely unknown. Here's a more specific structure of the virus. We can see the E dimer in yellow here and the M protein. These are both proteins used to recognize the Zika virus in the body. These two proteins are thought to have some kind of function and attachment to the host cells. Symptoms of the Zika virus include fever, rash, headache, joint pain, conjunctivitis, and muscle pain. Conjunctivitis is just a big word for redness in the eyes. This image on the right is just an outline of the symptoms. We can see where the symptoms occur on the body. This image on the right shows what happens to a baby in utero and how the virus affects the child. It causes microcephaly, which we'll talk about a little bit later in the slides. The mosquito also is a vector for these three other viruses that are related to Zika. The dengue, yellow fever, and chikungunya. I believe that the dengue and yellow fever are the same family of virus as the Zika virus. But yeah. So complications. So complications of the Zika virus include, I think they're placental. The Guillain-Barré syndrome, congenital malformations, and microcephaly. The Guillain-Barré syndrome is basically a condition where the nerves in the body are damaged. As we can see on this image right here, the damaged nerve cells cause paralysis ascending, which I assume is from feet to head, but I'm not sure about that. This top image is a normal nerve cell, and this bottom image is the very damaged nerve cell. You can see the degradation on this, what I believe is a myelin sheath, which is just this protein that covers nerves. Congenital malformations are complications prior to birth or at birth. The microcephaly is it's smaller head size for children, and this occurs due to dysfunctions of the brain at birth as caused by the Zika virus. These outbreaks in the U.S. What did I put this? Oh. During these outbreaks, they advise pregnant women to avoid traveling to certain places in the U.S. because of these complications, specifically Miami. This occurred in the summer of 2016. 30 states were thought to have these outbreaks due to their warmer climates, especially Texas, Florida, and California. So what are the treatments right now? Well, we don't really have any treatments for the virus itself. The best thing the CDC and WHO says is to avoid mosquitoes. So bug spray. Big bug spray. The other thing they advise is to avoid traveling to these different to places where Zika is very common, especially if you're pregnant. So vaccines, same thing. Nothing on vaccines. So I didn't put anything on the slide, but research is being put into research is being done for these vaccines. And my references slide. I hope that was informative.